In C, there's something called a switch statement, which is very similar to the if-else statements that you've seen previously. In fact, it's so simple that a lot of people, when they're teaching it or learning it, just skip it entirely and don't worry about it. Now, you can do this, and you'll probably be fine, but it's also possible that one day your boss is going to give you some code to work with, you're going to be reading through the code, and you're going to see this weird switch statement that you never learned about. Then you're going to have to ask your boss, what is this switch statement? I've never seen it before. And then he's going to fire you because you're a stupid programmer and you never learned what a switch statement was. So really, you kind of do have to learn what a switch statement is. All right, so I'm going to use a switch statement to display the cool stuff that you can do legally at different ages. So for example, at age 15 you can get your learner's permit, and at 16 you can get your driver's license. And I'm going to, instead of using an else if to test for the different ages, I'm going to use a switch statement. So first of all, we need the age that we're going to be playing around with, and let's start that at 18. Now let's see, at 18 years old, what can you do? You can buy cigarettes, you can vote, and you can also purchase shotguns and rifles. Now, which of the three is better? Being able to vote, buy cigarettes, or purchasing firearms? I want to see the answers to that question in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so the switch statement. The switch statement is written like this, and it accepts a value, which will be age, that we're going to test on. And inside of the switch statement, there are a number of case statements. So it takes age, which is 18, and now we write case statements. Case 15. So if what was passed in age is 15, put a colon, it's going to run the code on this line. And in this case, we are going to write that you can get your learner's permit. That is annoying. Okay. And the thing with the case statement is it's not the same as an if-else if exactly. Once it matches this first one, it's going to match every one that follows, regardless of whether the case really matches. So we have to specifically tell it to break. This is another keyword like return that basically just says, if we match this, and after we run this code, we're going to exit out of this switch, and we're going to go on to executing the lines of code that follow the switch statement. Otherwise, it would cause some weird problems with matching more than one thing. So next we have case 16, and same idea. You can get your driver's license. Misspelled driver's license. Oh well. I think in Germany at age 16 you can drink officially. I think that's the legal age for drinking in Germany. Not positive about that. Let's see, at 18, this is a cool age. First of all, you can buy cigarettes. You can vote. You can buy shotguns and rifles. That's awesome. Like I said, you need to tell me which of those three things is better. Oh, and up here we still need a break. Otherwise, if we're 16, it's going to run the code for us being 16 and 18 and all the other ones, because case statements were designed a long time ago before. It's kind of confusing, but case statements weren't designed to replace or be the same as else if statements. They have a different purpose, so we have to put the break statements in here. So we need another break. In case 21, I believe at 21 we can drink. And we can buy handguns. I don't think there's anything else we can do at age 21. Oh, we still need a break. And the only other thing I can think of is at 35 you can become president. You can become president. And a final break, which we don't need that final break. And there's one more thing. This will work. In fact, I'm going to show you right now how this works. I'm going to run this. You can buy cigarettes, you can vote, you can buy shotguns and rifles. Okay, that's cool. I love all those things. Well, never mind, I don't smoke. Smoking is stupid. So let's see, the age is not 18, let's say the age is 17. Well, you can't do anything special at age 17 that you couldn't do before. So now it gives us nothing, absolutely nothing. But what if we should do 16, make sure that it does it for a couple of them. You can get your driver's license. Okay, so we know it works. So I put it back to 17 here, and now it doesn't do anything at 17. There is something called a default case. And default, just put default colon, and this is code that's going to run no matter what. No, excuse me, this code will not run no matter what. This code is going to run only if none of these other ones were matched. So it's kind of like the else statement in the if-else statements. So let's print. You can't do anything that you couldn't already do. There we go. We don't need a break because this is the very last one. There's nothing else to run after it, so no break is needed. So now let's see what it does. You can't do anything that you couldn't already do. So this is all there is to switch statements. It's kind of a different way of doing the else if, the if else if statements, but there's a couple things that you have to remember with the break statements. And there's not that much, it's not used that often. Normally people use if else if, but you will see this a lot, and it's important to know how to use it and what it does. So now you know what a switch statement is, and thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope that you will watch the next tutorial. And also, if you think these tutorials are any good, please subscribe, because I really do need subscribers. And thank you very much. I'll see you again next time.